Hello, y'all. It's the Bearded Fisherman coming to you from my place. I just want to show you what I'm doing on a late Sunday morning now. It's probably 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm watching my favorite podcast of the night, and I'm eating dinner, but I got my babies with me. And you want to see what I do with them? I'll tell you exactly what my thoughts are about all this tonight.
And she remembered this property, and all of a sudden, someone goes,
first of all, I got this half-pound burger. It's still hot, too. Sasha, you gotta wait. I gotta blow it off. It's way too hot for them. They were involved in the fire I was in. They actually got burnt, so I don't want to burn their mouth on this burger, but here we go. Dada, watch this. I'll show you.
Gets a fever, it's a big problem.
Oh, you good girl. See, watch this.
Away from the majority. Because of it, she does not
see,
want her daughter to get
I love you, good girl. I share my dinner with them, and as you could see,
you don't know the health risk.
my face and stuff. I was telling people about all these scars on my face and the burns, but I got a lot of them, and they come out sometimes. Especially when I'm tired like I am right now. You want more hamburger? Hamburger you want? I'm hungry, but these guys like it more than I do. I mean, they don't, but you know what I mean. You love me. You love me.
Okay.
I was watching Two Leaves in a Pod tonight. I got 2 dogs in a pod. And I'm glad you guys did what you did. You put that guy. You proved what was going on. It was all about proof. With a handwriting expert. I mean, 6,000 some odd cases. Big cases. You know, I'm not even going to go into them, but proved the guy named, I'll call him GERM. He's been on my shit list for like 3 years now. I used to watch him, all his coin videos and his storage videos, and I thought maybe I could do that one time. But as years went by, I was homeless, and I watched him. I watched him get richer and richer, and I wasn't getting anywhere in my life at all. I was just getting worse and worse being homeless. And at the end, I was in a tent in the woods for about a year and 4 months. I was out living on the Quinnipiac River in South Meriden, Connecticut, and with these 2 girls. That's Sasha. Hey, Sash. And that's Serenity. Their birthday's coming up. It's Halloween. So you say, happy birthday, y'all. Please hit share, subscribe, and like, and comment on my videos. But anyways, I grew up. I was born in 1970 in Cheshire, Connecticut. Well, New Haven, Connecticut, but Cheshire, Connecticut was the town my mom and dad lived in. Tom Hennessy and Shirley Hennessy was my mom. She worked at the Cheshire Town Hall. My father was a teacher in Sunnyton, Connecticut. You know they don't pay him shit. So it was a rough bringing up, man. Because everybody in that town are millionaires. I mean, except for probably 10% of the whole town, man. I was 10%. And, you know, used to get bullied and stuff until I started kicking the shit out of people and getting respect from people. That's the only way I did it. But finally, I got respect in that town. And they looked past it. Making it real quick, I was a biker for years. I got in a bad accident 8 years ago, and that's why I left me homeless. And at the end, I applied for about 6 different places, and I finally got accepted into this apartment I'm in now, a state apartment. I'm able to keep my dogs, and that was the main thing, that I wanted to keep my dogs, you know. So I lived on a river, and I fished a lot of times to eat, man. And it was bad. I got real sick, and it was just a bad situation. Finally got called in here. And I've been here a year now, which, you know, it's not the best, but it's sure as hell beats living on the streets, man. And you can see behind me. All right, we'll see that. All right, let's open the window. See that? That's Meriden, Connecticut. That's the slum, man. That's the ghetto of Meriden, Connecticut. That's where I live, and there's a lot of shootings right there and all kinds of shit. I'm trying to get to Florida for the winter, and a couple weeks here, a couple weeks there, because I have a lot of doctor's appointments out here in Connecticut. My son Damien has been really, really sick lately. Oh my God. Poor kid has to do a spinal tap in Boston. He's 14 years old, and I'm not seeing him because he's been so sick. You know, he just stays in the house because he has to be at a certain temperature because he could get hypothermia in the middle of the summer or get heat stroke in the winter. It's crazy. There's a lot. I have a lot of other things on my mind about all that. I have my own views and opinions, and maybe they will come to truth one of these days. But for that time, man, I'm a lonely dude, man. I'm here 24 hours a day. I really don't go anywhere. I don't fish that much. I went once last year. It's because I was living on the river, but times are hard, man. You know, times are real hard, but through YouTube and y'all, I'm trying to get through. You know, we got good websites like Two Leaves in a Pod, Milton's Best, Super Dave, Ray Bone Crusher, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I found an extensive family, you know, of nice people who want to help this woman named Michelle Preston and John Cook and their little daughter named Harley Grace out in Otter Creek, Florida. And we're the warriors, and we're trying to help out the best we can. I can't be there in Florida, but that's what the bullying's all about, man, and they're proving them wrong. He wrote those signs, supposedly, you know, and this is like the days of Otter Creek. You know, it's crazy how miserable and stupid a man could be to his fellow human beings. That's how they do. I don't get it. How can you treat people like that? And you're a Christian, and you're a preacher, and you're a doctor, and you're this, you're that, you're that. Bullshit. You're a liar. You're a cheat, and you're a thief. Okay? You're not going to believe this. And that's what I feel about it. You know, how long are we going? Okay, we're at 7 minutes. Pretty cool. We'll feed some more hamburger to the dogs. Because they're starting to... All right, hang on. You could have a little piece of this, right? Eat that piece, right? All right. Eat that piece. All right. Eat it. The puppy's getting a little piece, too. There you go, puppy. Puppy. Look at her eat that hamburger. Whoa! No! You like the hamburger? Whoa! Hamburger meat. Whoa! Hamburger meat. Whoa! Oh, hamburger meat. Whoa. I love that dog. She's deaf too. She's like 18 years old, man. She's an old dog. This one's like 8, Sasha, and her name's Serenity. I used to have 5 different rescue dogs at one time, and I owned a house in Meriden, Connecticut years ago before the accident. I had 5 different rescues. Okay, I woke up out of my coma from the accident, hit a building going 80 to 100 miles an hour, they say, but real quick, I woke up, I didn't have any dogs left. I had 2 left that this young lady out in Bristol, Connecticut, fostered for me for about a year. I took them back. One's name was Miley. She was a pug, beautiful dog. I love her to death. Love her to death, but she got too old. I had to carry her outside every time to go to the bathroom, whatever. I mean, I hold on to her for like 2 or 3 years, and she finally passed away. So I still got her. She's the last one on the Mohegans. Are you gonna jump on me? Whoa! She's in a playful mood because she had a piece of hamburger. It's a hamburger. It's a hamburger. Oh, it's a bag. What are you doing? It's in like a bag. Hamburger. Hamburger. Oh! Oh, you're happy because you had a hamburger. 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 Oh, I know you. Come on. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, look at that. Oh. That's why I lived in the woods, okay?
Yeah,
So I wouldn't lose my baby. You're so good. You love me. You love me. Daddy's girl. Oh, I love her. Good girl. These dogs kept me alive a lot of nights where I was freezing, almost freezing to death when I was living on the road and then living in the tent. They kept me warm. One time I had 2 or 3 sleeping bags with them inside. They kept me warm. They kept me alive. I kept them alive. If that makes any sense. I live for these guys. They're my family, but my extensive family is YouTube now. A bunch of Otter Creek people. And believe it or not, I'm not going to say, but I know some people on the inside and stuff personally, and it's crazy. You know? It's crazy what's going on, and I rant and raved about it enough. I don't really want to get into that subject too much. You know, it causes a lot of stress in my life, put it that way. It makes my my heart go 200 miles an hour, believe it or not, and not drug-induced, because I see a doctor twice a month, man, and because of my conditions, but oh well. We're at 12 minutes. We'll go a little longer. You good girl, we'll go like another couple of minutes, because, yeah, my babies, they want to go to sleep. I do too. I'm getting tired. I love you, 2 leaves in a pod. You guys are awesome. You guys are rock. See them?
She can't have any
all right.
because of one of the vaccines.
Hey, don't get me for that. Don't get me for that, 2 leaves in a pod. Ray Bone Crusher, Milltown's best. You know what time it is, man. You know,
there you go.
Ego. Easing God out.
And what is
that's what an ego is. That's what this guy has. He has an ego. You know? And like I told you, Dave, man, what they say about you, what they think about you is none of your business anyway. And I learned that from a strict meeting out here in the streets of Meriden, Connecticut, man. They call it the Big Book Step Study meeting. They call it a Big Book NAZI meeting. Okay? It was hardcore. Hardcore. You want to do steps in recovery, man. First day you're doing like steps, writing them down. You know, I wrote a whole book, 2 books. I did my steps like over and over and over again. It was too much for me. But I lived a good, prosperous life now, since I've been here a year, and things are getting better. All right. Peace from the Northeast, the Bearded Fisherman. Sayonara. See you later.
Yeah.
Hit like and subscribe again, like I said, you know, and hopefully we'll do a few more, and please, prayers for my son Damien. Please, I need prayers for my son Damien. There's a lot of power and prayer, y'all. Sasha, you want to say goodnight? Good night. You can make it. You can make it. You can make it. She's a good girl. You can make it. Serenity. All right. Take care, y'all. Have a great week. Otter Creek. Peace from the Northeast, the Bearded Fisherman, Meriden, Connecticut. Sayonara. See ya. And I wouldn't want to be him. Bye.